There is something I have seen under the sun. And as you are seated, I know your spirit will bear witness that I'm right when I say that men loves accolades and title. The glitz, the glam, the spotlight idols. They cheer for crown, for gold and fame, for mortal men whose glory fades. Their heads swivel when their names are called. The crowd stands tall, shouting, make way in trade. But what's the point? What's the point of human applause if we forget the greatest cause? What's the worth of fleeting power if we cannot bow before the one who left his throne on heaven's tower? And what our weakness? Flesh and bone. You stand with the rich and mighty. Yet forget the one who left divinity to wear humanity. The God who traded crowns for thorns. Thorns that drew redemption's vow. The creator who wore the skin of his creation. By his blood brought propitiation. And by his death brought salvation. And no, he didn't sin. He didn't. We did. Yet he chose the nails, the cross, the thorns, the ridicule. He chose to suffer still. Carry the cross that wasn't his so that grace could bring you to his will. He came with a simple message, clear and tender. Your debt is cancelled. Just surrender. All he ever asked was that you believe and live the life his death conceived. Then came the third day. Oh, the dawn that silenced decay. The stone rolled away not by angels' might alone, but by the power of the risen sun. Death stood up, but trembled in defeat. The grave gave off its cold receipt. The chain snapped, and the earth quaked. The King of glory is awake. He broke the walls of the grave. The wind revolves around his name. He rose, the champion of champions, the Odogu of the Odogu, the glorious of the glorious, the lion and the lamb in one, the Lord of lords, the King of kings, the King eternal, unmatched, divine. When he walks in, darkness flees. When he speaks, storm fall to their knees. And when he breathes, dry bones dance. When he calls, grace gives you a chance. He is the King whom no era can dethrone. The God time cannot age. He is the fire hell cannot quench. The light darkness cannot shadow. Now hear this. Oh, I want you to hear this. I once was lost, but he found me. I was broken, but he gathered the pieces of me. I was drowning in guilt, but he became my lifeline. He became my lifeline. I was living loud on the outside, but dying quietly on my inside, until Jesus stepped into my midnight and turned it to morning. He didn't condemn, he called. He didn't judge, he drew me in. He didn't expose my wounds, he healed them. He whispered my name. He said, your debt is cancelled, just surrender. Your name is redeemed. Your story is not over. Your past is forgiven. My future is mine, says the Lord. So tonight, I want you to tell me, who else deserves to be on the stage tonight? Who else combines both day and night? Who turns ashes into praise, that writes redemption into our days? Not the king of this earth, their throne fades. Not the stars of fame, their light decays. Not the mighty men, their strength betrays. But Jesus, the name that is above every other name. He doesn't need an introduction. His name alone bears resurrection. He doesn't need crown or gold. His scars tell story never told. He is the reason we celebrate.